Welcome back. The gallery at ABQ is getting ready for their Cerulean Art Salon show. This show is dedicated to the creation of dynamic, inspiring, and vibrant art that challenges the viewer to question norms and embrace new possibilities. To tell us when you can check out the exhibit and about its opening reception, we are joined by featured artist Marcos Reina. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome. Thank you so much for being here and for bringing some of your art with us. It's gorgeous. We're going to show it to you in just a second. But tell me a little bit about Gallery ABQ.
Well, Gallery ABQ, we've been at this location at Manal in Wyoming, Hoffman Town Center. Okay. And we've been there for about, we've been about 22 years. Okay. It's owned by the artists themselves, and so it's a co-op, and so we all play our part in making sure that we accept and receive our visitors and have we have these wonderful opportunities to get to meet the different artists, especially during our First Friday celebrations. And so many of the artists will be present, and you feel free to ask any questions about, what our technique is or what inspires us and what our next project is going. And every year, like you mentioned, we had the Cerulean. Every month we have a different showing, either individual artists or groups of artists in our salon, and we always try to make sure that we have some local artists coming in. And the Cerulean art exhibit right now, I had to ask you, I said, Cerulean, is all blue paintings? Because that's a color, a shade of blue. And they said, no, it's just a very dynamic and free for all, very creative, no boundaries type of paintings and or works of art. And so I was rather excited by that. I saw some of the paintings, and I was impressed just with the freedom expressed by the different artists. And
this is some of your work. You said you've been painting for about 40 years now. Tell us a little bit about your inspiration and what goes into creating these masterpieces.
Well, right now, my first inspiration was that I wanted to get some art, and I could not afford it when I was in college.
Okay.
And so I thought, well, maybe I'll start painting myself. And I started to paint mostly in pastels, but I'm mostly self-taught. I was very fortunate one year to be able to go to Florence, Italy for a semester and study art there. And I loved Florence. I wanted to change my name to Marco. but I came back home and I continued painting, and as I'm inspired by different artists. I have some that are reminiscent of Picasso, like Juan Miró, the one big yellow one up front is, I call that my Juan Miró in the Southwest, because they're Southwest images, but sort of the style of Juan Miró.
Okay, oh, that's very pretty.
I love colors, and I'm also inspired by John Nieto, R.C. Gorman, and different artists that I've always liked, and so I have to admit that I imitate them, and but it still comes out my own works.
Greatest form of flattery is imitation, right?
Right, yes.
So how can we see your work and everybody else's work at Gallery ABQ? When is this exhibit opening?
All right, well, we're open every day, Tuesday through Saturday, from 11 o'clock till 4 p.m. every day. And we the works are there, and we change the artists change every 2 months. Okay. So we change the walls, so it's always changing, and there's always something new. Occasionally we'll have a few repeats, but we're always striving to create new works.
Keep it fresh.
Yeah.
All right, and where can we go for more information?
You can go to galleryabq.com. Okay. And there you see the different events and newsletters. You also get to see the some of the artists featured. Okay. And we have a list of all the artists we have. There are about maybe 20 artists, and there's items in some of our works that are reflected in that ABQ.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Marco, for being here this morning.